weeks ago, we started working on our septic and got the tank in, got the leach field in, but there's still a lot of work to be done. So today we are going to install the drain pipe, drill the hole in the floor, get everything buried, and get that toilet running. It's a little chilly this morning. It's going to warm up a little bit, but it's going to be a long day. So it was a long day. We didn't get a lot of video done today. We had quite a bit going on, but that's coming up in another video. If you are one of our Patreon members, you know what I'm talking about. We posted a video on our Patreon for our members, our Moose members, with a big project that's happening here on the homestead, and there was a lot going on with that today. So we didn't get a lot of video going on. Well, that said, we did get quite a bit of work done today. So we did get our drain pipe installed and got it through the floor, going into our vent here. That's a 2-inch, and what we'll do, plan is to do a 2-to-1 and then send it across the bottom of the house and then up to the roof and then cap it up at the top, or at least put a something there to prevent rainwater and stuff getting in. As for the pipe itself, it is installed. It is installed and covered. We do need to wait for some rain to try to help settle some of this gravel, and then I've got all of this now is installed. We're going to let the silicone that we added at the tank cure overnight, and then I don't know if we're going to do it tomorrow, but here within the week or so, we're going to get some more gravel and then fill this all in with gravel, get rid of the black plastic. Which brings me to the black plastic. So our tank is not black. We didn't cover it black because it's going to be covered in dirt, but because it has been exposed, we didn't want algae building up. And so in lieu of covering the tank up or adding plastic to the tank, we just took plastic and covered it for the last few weeks, and it seems to work. I mean, it worked. We don't have any algae in the tank. Everything is looking the way it's supposed to look. So really the next step in all of this now is to get the toilet installed. We don't have running water yet, and we're going to go ahead and mount the toilet, but we can't actually use it until I get running water. So the next project that we have is to build a water tank shed to house that guy. Now, that is a 275-gallon tote, and if you remember, that one right there was also supposed to be with it. Unfortunately, the tank that we wanted to use for our septic didn't work out, and so we had to donate one of our freshwater tanks for it. So this year, we're just going to have this one, and the way the system is going to work is our well, which is run off of solar, is going to pump and fill our IBC tote. There are sensors on that solar pump, and we'll set those up in the tank so that when the tank water gets to a certain level, the solar pump will automatically turn on and fill it, and then there'll be another sensor at the top which tells the pump to shut off. Now, the solar system does work off of batteries. However, in the research we've done with the company and then also folks in the internet, we have found that it doesn't work very well on batteries. So the intent is to simply use it or have the tank get filled during the sunlight hours, daytime hours. I'm not sure we're going to be able to go through 275 gallons in a couple of days. So as long as we get sun every 2 or 3 days, I think we're going to be all right. Next year, we will get another tote. And so because of that, the shed that I'm building, which will be right here next to our bathroom window, is going to be 10 feet by 6 feet. So it will house 2 of those IPC totes. Unfortunately, again, I only have one for this winter, but next year, hopefully, we'll be able to get a second one, get it installed, and then turn our fresh water into 550 gallons. But that's a project for tomorrow. Right now, let's go get our toilet installed. So the first thing I needed to do is I need to build these, or put these small frames in, just so I have something to attach the insulation to. Not frames, but studs. So I've got a couple of pieces here. So I'll get those installed, and then I'll put 2 more there. So now that I have all of the walls insulated, I do need to put something over the insulation. So I'm going to go look, see if we've got some scrap plywood or something so that we can kind of cover this insulation up. Not sure what I got. I do have some hemlock, 1x6s and 1x10s. I may end up using the hemlock. I'm not sure yet, but we'll see. So about a month and a half ago, I ran into some folks here locally in Maine, and I had originally gone out to look at some windows in a cast iron tub, and when I got there, they happened to be moving, so they were getting rid of a lot of stuff. And some of the stuff that I picked up from them were some old cedar tongue and groove. And it's not good stuff that I could use in the house or in the cabin or anything, but turns out it's going to work perfectly for the pump shed. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to add this 2x4 here as bracing, and then I'm going to use that tongue and groove and go up maybe about, I don't know, 2 feet, so I can put a water barrier there around where the well pump is, and then just use the scrap tongue and groove all around here, just to kind of, not really to make, you know, solid walls, just to keep the insulation in place and to give me a couple of, you know, some spots where I can hang some stuff. So I think it's going to work out really good. Let's see. All right, we are done. The moment of truth. We're happy with it. It's gonna work. It's insulated. It's gonna stay warm during the winter time. I guess that's really all that really matters. All of this tongue and groove cedar we got free. Didn't cost us anything. Now, we didn't have enough of it to go all the way, but that's okay. I'm going to put either some plywood or something in here to help, just to kind of cover up the insulation at a later date. For now, I think we are done. We also added the insulation up on top, and then we added this R1 pink foam just to kind of keep the insulation off of our heads. Overall, we are ecstatic. this was a major success and something we've been wanting to do for a while, getting this pump house insulated. We built it last year with Brittany, our daughter. She was here to help, and our son Tyler, who's, as you know, is in the Marine Corps. So being able to get this finished for functionality was great, but being able to get it done for the kids and let them see, you know, what all their hard work, how it's paid off, is awesome as well. While we're here, I want to talk about something, and that would be this guy here. This is our solar pump. So this is an RPS 400, and we love it. The panels you see quite a bit in our videos. They're on the top of the pump house here. Here is the current casing, well casing, top for well. What will eventually happen here in a few short weeks is this here will get capped for the winter. This line here is going to get attached to this big black hose here, and then it is going to actually go down into the ground, in through this ditch that we've begun digging, and it's going to run all the way next to the house, which is where we're putting that the tank shed. So the RPS 400 is a 400 watt system. It does run off of batteries, but what we've learned from the internet and from RPS and from our own experience, it doesn't really like batteries. And though we love the system, and don't get me wrong, we do love it, I was a little underwhelmed when we plugged in the batteries, because to be frankly honest, it didn't charge them. It's supposed to charge them, but I ran a meter on the batteries, and it wouldn't charge them. So we got rid of the batteries. Well, we haven't gotten rid of them, but we're not going to use them with the system. And as I said previously, we're simply going to, this will just pump or fill up the water tank during the day, and keep it filled, and this will be on all the time. And yeah, good stuff. So as for this build, we are calling this finished and complete. Now we just got to put everything back in. So thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.